Now let's go and see what melt does. For that I go to I want to create a box. I want to add segments to it. For example, maybe modify, maybe this time 10 segments is good. I want to add more segments because I want you to see the melt perfectly with this example, so I add some more. No, I just want to activate the edge face, and now I go to my modify panel, modify list, and add a melt modifier to it. Okay, where is the melt modifier? We can write M here. Where you get M, we are getting all M modifiers there, the melt. Okay, you see, for melt also we have parameters. First of all, as you know, the name melt is for melting. I cannot describe it more than that. It's melting the object. We have amount. If you see, this object did melt like this. We have different presets for melting, and now we are going to see it. Then we have percentage of melt, which can which is like this only. Okay, it's for the spreading. When it comes down to this, if our spread is high, it will get bigger. For example, it's the 100. It's our box. If melt, it get bigger like this. Again, I wanna decrease it back to maybe 22 is okay. Now you can see the solidity in different different kind of materials. For example, this by default it's for ice. I go with glass. Now see what will happen if I do melt it. It will be like this. If I go with jelly, it is like this, different. If I go with plastic, yes, again different. And we have a custom which we can add. You see the value for every each of this material. We can have custom melt. We can have our own number, for example 0.9 maybe, and we can do melt it like this. See, if I go with maybe 5 and I melt it, it's like this. If I go with -1, what will happen? It's more like graphical, like a geometrical shape, graph of geometric equations. And then we have access to melt, for example, to X or Y or Z. Okay guys, play with this also. Now let's go to the next modifier, reset the scene, don't save, yes. Okay guys, let's go for the next modifier. I want to create a box. Next modifier is mirror. As the name is clear, it's for mirroring an object. We can mirror this object in any axis we want. I go to modify tab, modifier, list, and I wanna select mirror, mirror, yeah. Now you can see we have different parameters. We can mirror our object to each axis, X or Y or Z. See, this object is mirroring. It's X, it's by default, this is our object. If I do mirror it by Z, now it mirrored. If I check the copy, you can see our original object is here. A copy of it is a copy of this object is mirrored, and by offset we are giving a distance between our original object and the mirrored one. And we can do it for different axes, for example X and Y. See, I wanna add the offset. It is mirroring in a 2 axis, X and Y, Y and Z. If I add to offset, you see, okay, this is the mirror. Do work with it, it's very easy and you will learn a lot. And it's very important because whenever you're going to model a face, maybe a human face or animal or some biological thing, whenever you are going to do that, you need to use mirror. You're going to model half of the face and you mirror it, and the other half will be perfectly matched with the first one. If you want to create two half of the face separately, you will make lots of mistakes on that, and that's not professional. So you have other tools for mirroring also, but it's very good. You just you can work with this, play with this. Let's go to next modifier. First I want to reset my scene. Yes. Now let's go and see the next modifier. I want to create a box. I want to give it I want to activate the edge face, and I want to give it some more segments, maybe 11 segments, because nice needs more segments to be clearly noticed. I want to add more segments. Now let's go to modifier list, come down to noise. I added the noise. As you see, the parameters, the noise, scale and seed, they really don't make any difference right now. First we are going to see the strength. This strength is giving us the nice strength in XYZ. For example, I want it to be 4, 4 and 4. Maybe 4 is not too much. Yeah, it's not too much. Let's give it, for example, 12, 12, 12. And now let's decrease this scale. As you see, our object shape changed. We can give it lots of noise, we can make it less than that. For in the 100 or more, you can see our object is very solid, but whenever we're coming down, maybe under less than 100, the noise appear. First very big, then smaller, and we have seed. Seed really do not do anything, just give us different noise patterns. And here we have fuzz for animation purpose, and the frequency, which we are not going to talk about it now. So the noise, guys, let's reset and go for the next modifier. Okay guys, now again let's go to create a box. Let's activate the edged face and give it some more segments. I'm doing it all again in each video, in each modifier, because I want you to get more familiar with the tools and parameters of your object. So this is our object. Now let's add a slice modifier to this. For example, we want this box to be sliced. I go to my modifier list and I'm searching for slice. Yeah, slice. Okay, here again we have some parameters. We have refine mesh, split mesh, or remove top, remove bottom. First I wanna move this slice to the middle. Again, I click on this small triangular next to slice, and I choose slice panel. Now the slice is chosen. I can move the slice up or down. I can rotate it like this. Maybe I want to slice this. I want to remove this side and I want to keep this side. Oh no, I want to remove this side, I want to keep this side. Doesn't matter. This is my slice panel. I choose remove butt or remove top. See, this is my object now. This side is removed. This was slice. This was pretty much everything slice could do. Yeah, do work with it. Let's go to the next modifier. Reset the scene. Okay, now let's go and do some taper modifier on this object, on a box. I created a box. I want to activate the edge face. I go to modify. I add some maybe 7 segments, and then yeah, perfect. Now go to modifier list and find the taper. Taper, where is TT? Yeah, no, sorry guys. Taper. Yeah. Now here we have parameters, and parameters we have amount and curveness. I want to add an amount first, maybe minus 0.7, and the curveness maybe like this. Now you guys see these edges help us to have this curveness. If we did not have this edge, it was not like this. So try to add some edges as you need. Do not add more edges or segments or polygons. Work locally, work perfect. That's very good. And then we can see we have a taper axis. We can taper it in different axes like as we want. Okay, we have some other parameters. We are not going to talk about it. We are not going to in depth with taper and other modifiers. So let's reset and go for other modifier. So the last modifier I want to talk about is twist. For that I want to create a box and active the edge face, maximize this screen, go to this modify panel, give it some more segments, maybe like this, and now go to modify list, find a twist, which is right here, and now let's twist it. We have parameters for twist. Angle. First let's change the angle. As you see, we can change the angle, and we can change the bias for this. As you see, the bias is moving an object from top to bottom or from bottom to top. Then we have axis. We can twist it in different axes in X or Y or Z. Then we have limits, which we are not going to go too much in depth with this. And this was the last modifier, guys. Of course we have a lot of modifiers. We have a big list of modifiers. We are not talking about all of them right now. Be patient, follow my videos. We are going to go in depth with modifiers. Some modifiers are for texturing, some of them are for lighting, some are for animation. Now we are just did a few easy modifiers just to give you a head start with the modifiers and do it for the modeling purpose only. So this was the modifiers. Thank you guys. Subscribe my channel and wait for the rest of this series. Thank you guys. See you.